Hey, Alex.
Hey, Andrew.
We're back again.
Again.
Another episode of Brains on the Outside.
What is Brains on the Outside?
It is the Mariana Trench's premium business podcast. Well, it's everywhere's premium business podcast, but specifically this week.
Real deep.
Real deep.
Real deep down at the center of the earth. Wow, cool. Okay, great.
So what is this podcast? What do we do?
We take business problems, we take ideas, we take the magic of the world, and we turn it wholesale into incredible businesses, products, and services. The sorts of things we do are we ask the question of what would a much more exciting bank transfer process look like?
Yeah, so I think magic of the world, that was beautiful. I love that. So a more exciting bank transfer process would be you get to rob your bank.
Yeah.
We set up Ocean's 11 as a service. So you go in, you get the money, and you walk it over to your new bank. That's an outside brain idea.
It is exactly an outside brain idea.
That's not outside the box. That's further than that. That's outside of the very brain itself.
Yeah, exactly. There's no conceptual box inside our heads. There's just the brain, and then there's what's outside the brain.
So what are we doing this episode, Alex?
So this episode, Andrew, we're going to talk about social media.
I feel it's quite timely.
I feel like it is. There's nothing happening in the world of social media at the moment.
No weird corporate hostile takeovers happening. I think this is pretty good, though, because there'll be a lot of startups out there looking for new ideas for social media websites to take on this new era of Twitter, which will be... It's hard to say Twitter's going to be ruined because it's already a bad place.
Yeah.
But we're going to find out a new bottom for it. So I think this is going to be very helpful to entrepreneurs and startups out there trying to come up with ideas.
Yeah, I think if we can ask the questions of like, what if your social media network was not full of people called John 9573565565 who had the shittiest takes in the world? What if that was the case?
I think we're going to give... I have a lot of ideas for this. So should we just go straight on?
Let's go straight into it.
Straight into it. So, Alex, a lot of social media websites are you're very conscious about what you're putting on, right?
Yeah.
You've chosen, right now, I'm going to make this tweet. I'm going to, put this picture on Instagram. You're not really, and it's engineered, you're not seeing the real you. You're seeing a fake version that you think is appropriate to show the world. And that's good as well, but I think it promotes a false image of reality that's going to be makes you quite self-conscious. All these people are having fun out there. I propose a new style of social media website.
Okay.
That cuts right through that.
Oh.
It's called Vital Signs.
I can already see where this is going. Yep.
So what we do, you sign up, Alex, make your account, and we send you a box, and it's got like a heart monitor on it, little things to check your blood pressure, and this is just streamed up the whole time. It's all your subconscious information going up there, and your friends can be like, "Oh wow, Alex, your heart rate was great today. Well done."
Okay, yeah,
and that's Vital Signs. What do you think?
I think it sounds like there's an element to this which is a little bit crazy creepy, but let's ignore that.
Let's ignore that.
Let's push past that. And I think it sounds amazing. Actually, I feel like it's the purest form of authenticity.
You can't get much more authentic, right? You can't fake these things.
No,
at all.
I mean, I guess you could.
You could.
Just hold your breath for like 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Oh my god! Fuck.
It works. That's a good point. It works well as like an emergency response thing.
Oh,
if you're
man.
in danger, we can swoop in and help you out.
That's good. So, what sort of vital signs are you thinking about? Like heart rate, skin moisture, how hydrated you are.
Maybe even more like The Sims.
All right.
Where you got these little bars that's like, oh, you've you've slept.
Yeah,
you've slept hungry. This much. You're this hungry. Your bladder is this full.
Okay. How are you going to monetize this?
That's difficult. Straight in with the monetization as well, there, Alex. I see.
Oh well, I mean that's what the world is about. These days.
I guess if we're trying to sell this, we have to make some money.
Yeah.
We could. I guess this data is very valuable. I don't want to be giving away just like willy nilly, but we give away a little bit. Maybe like when you're hungry or something, it pops up
You don't want to give away. We're monitoring your willy-nilly data.
So, not on version 1.
Apologies. Yeah.
Maybe when you're hungry, like a little box pops up being like, McDonald's is 7.2 miles away.
Let me suggest this. What about if, as you walk down the street, the social, what is it called? Vital signs. Vital signs is like, oh, you're near the Starbucks there, and you're a little bit thirsty. Oh, what about if it's a two-way system, and it's like you're near to Starbucks there, and we make you a little bit thirsty and a little bit tired.
So this is you mentioned at the start of the dystopian creepy element of this. Blast past that. You'll hire some ethicists and they'll fix this right up. Yeah. But yeah, so now it's you can post in here and we can tweak it a little bit.
Yeah,
we can be like, maybe you are a little bit hungry now. Maybe you're not 7.3 out of 10 hunger. You're 6.4 out of 10 hunger.
I mean, this works really well because, you know, so that there's multiple benefits for this. One, we can monetize it, but two, also, like, maybe you have had a really big late lunch, but you're also going out to dinner, so we just make you a little bit hungrier.
Okay, yeah,
preparation. Yeah. Maybe we want to just be a little bit less anxious, and we're just like, just be a little bit less anxious. I mean, that sounds kind of fucking great, actually.
So those bits sound amazing.
Yeah,
like we could be, just perfecting you. It's okay. We could be also sending this to your doctor. They'd be like, oh, you've been partying a lot this month, Alex. Like, are you? Maybe we're gonna lay that off a bit.
You've been making yourself extra hungry every day. What's going on?
What's going on with that, man?
Yeah.
Want to talk about something? Because as well, your friends are seeing this, and they can be like, whenever Alex goes to, like, I don't know, this bar, he gets super excited. Maybe I should be going there as well. He goes there and he's like, his heart rate's up. He's having a great old time. Maybe that's where I should be at.
Whoa, wait.
Okay.
Oh, okay. This is I'm excited, right?
Okay. I can see your face is lighting up.
What creature on this planet gets more excited at cool stuff than any other creature?
Cool by this creature's metric, or cool by my metrics?
Everyone's metric.
I'm not sure.
Dogs, man. Dogs. What if?
Okay.
Wait, hold tight. Let me pitch you this.
Okay.
What if we kitted out dogs with vital signs to measure their heart rate?
Okay.
And when a dog gets excited about something, it flags that location, and every other person subscribed to the network nearby gets a ping of, like, there's something a dog found exciting.
This dog is freaking the fuck out right now.
Yeah.
Get over here. Also, it'd be like a service for dog owners. You can take your dog and just witness what this amazing thing is. Maybe a bone, maybe a lot of leaves,
A squirrel.
Yeah.
But it could also be something super cool. I mean, none of those things. Another dog,
yeah. So the dog's walking around, his heartbeat, it goes over like 150.
Yeah.
Maybe that's, I don't know about dog biology, but and then it just like instantly starts streaming, like this GoPro attached to it.
I don't even think you get that. I think you just get there's something here.
Some dog excitement happening
here.
Right over there.
Exactly, yeah. And then we collate that data as well. So if like 50 dogs walk past this one spot and get super excited about it, we just ping that up. Oh, this is super exciting.
This is a big spot.
Go here. Joy. Can you imagine the joyfulness you would feel just going to where you knew a dog had seen something super cool?
It's actually, even if I did have a dog, if I was walking past someone, I got a notification that was like 24 hours ago a dog was here, and they love this place.
Yeah.
They were having a great time, Andrew.
You just feel better, wouldn't you?
I'd be pretty happy knowing I stood where a happy dog stood.
Yeah.
And I'd look around
like
what did they see? What did they see? What was it? And it'd been a bird that's now like 2,000 miles away, but
yeah,
knowing I was there where it happened.
Oh man, there's so many layers to this.
It's also, you're tapping into a market, right, that's currently very underrepresented in social media.
Yeah.
A lot of people post images of dogs effectively without their consent, but now we are like, the dogs are doing the posting. They're getting some autonomy here.
Yeah, now the dogs are content creators. It's not just us. They're not just the subject. You know, remember that monkey that got the rights, like the monkey that took the selfie? Do you remember that?
Was he wearing a little jacket?
No, there was a
No.
monkey, like a guy left a camera in the jungle and a monkey took the camera and accidentally took a selfie. And the monkey, because the monkey took the selfie, the monkey owned that photo. There was a whole lawsuit about it, about who owned the photo.
So this is now going to lead to a new emerging market of dog social media lawyers.
Yeah.
In about a year, this mess is going to be huge.
Exactly. Yeah. The data about, oh man, I don't even want to think about it.
This is better. We've evolved it from, I think, vital signs of humans. I'll be honest, it's too ethically messy for me.
Yeah.
Vital signs on dogs, kind of cool. I'm excited to see where a dog was excited. I love it.
Andrew,
Alex.
this week we have an ad sent in by Dan from Durham.
Hello, Dan from Durham.
When you have kids, you spend a lot of time teaching them what they can and can't eat.
Oh, yeah, they love putting things in their little mouths, right?
Exactly, yeah. Especially in the garden, because some of the stuff in the garden you can eat, like the mint, the sage,
Yeah.
the basil, you know, whatever, the herbs and stuff. That's all edible.
Yeah.
Right? It's delicious.
Of course.
But a lot of the other stuff in the garden you can't eat.
Oh, yeah, big no-nos.
No.
Bugs, rocks.
Exactly. Poisonous plants, stuff like that.
Yeah.
The lawnmower, things like that. So what Dan's service does makes everything in the garden edible.
Okay, so lawnmower, now edible. You can take a
Yeah.
big chunk out of it.
Made a cake.
That's so your child wandering around just going
Yeah.
crazy, eating
You don't need
everything.
to worry about it anymore. You just put them out in the garden. They can eat whatever they want.
This is
You don't-
incredible.
You don't have a panic, yeah?
I love this. Oh, my only safety concern is what happens if you let it in someone else's garden.
We don't worry about that.
No, okay, that's operational.
Yeah, that's a problem for the parent.
I do love this idea. It's like Willy Wonka-esque. You're in there, everything made out of chocolate. You're ready to go.
Yeah, it's all made out of different stuff. So, you know, the soil is made out of ground up chocolate. Delicious. The rocks are made out of edible rocks.
Yeah.
I've started this and I don't know where I'm going. Maybe the mint's not made out of mint anymore.
Oh, that's a surprise as well.
Yeah.
I love the idea that the things the actual food there isn't that.
Yeah.
It's something else. This is really fun for an adult as well.
Yeah, absolutely. You go in there and you ask the question, is it edible? And the answer is yes. Anyway, that was Dan's ad.
Thank you, Dan. Well, do you have a bit? Did Dan supply us with a business name?
No,
Nah,
he
Dan.
didn't. But I have Googled it and it's called Heston Blumen Gardens.
He will be the official sponsor,
Yeah.
the spokesperson.
Yeah.
I loved it.
Blooming Gardens. Yeah.
So if a listener out there is like Dan and has a great business idea
Mm-hmm.
that wants to advertise on the show, or maybe they don't have an idea and they have a problem that they want us to help them resolve,
Yeah.
so the startup can start. How can they do that? How can they get in contact with us?
Excellent question, Andrew. So the answer to that is there's 3 good ways. The first is email. Most people email in brainsontheoutside@gmail.com. We actually get quite a lot of emails.
Yeah, it's
We
great.
also get a lot of feedback. It's lovely. No, quite. Way number 2, Twitter. Brains Outside on Twitter. You can tweet at us. We've also had some lovely tweets from people. And way number 3 is Instagram, Brains on the Outside. You can send us a direct message on there. You can look at our photos. You can see what we look like. And you can generally find out when the show's out. It's every Monday morning.
Every Monday morning.
Andrew, do you know one thing that I miss about the olden days?
When you say olden days, how olden are these days?
Telegrams.
Telegrams. Okay, yeah. Okay. I guess telegram's a pretty cool word. But what else do you miss about it?
I miss how slow it was.
This is an interesting concept already. Social media is very fast paced.
It is. It's right there. It's all the time. It's in your face. It's always on. It's just constant.
Yeah. Do.
Yeah. And I miss how slow. I miss how slow the old days were back in the old timies when it was like beep 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 on the old Morse code machine.
Do you have an idea to slow this all down then?
I mean, I wonder whether we should kind of explore that as a thing. Like a lot of stuff, like I feel like there's actually maybe something just really simple about if you post a tweet or you send a photo up to Instagram, it just doesn't appear for 5 hours, or somewhere between 5 and 24 hours.
Post a tweet. That's an interesting sentence. What if you had to post your tweet?
What?
Yeah. Like you wrote your tweet out on a piece of paper, and you were like Elon Musk at Twitter headquarters, America,
Yeah.
an American post, like an American little zip code, and you sent it to him by hand. All social media, all tweets on this new service of what we call Twitter by post to you.
I absolutely love that. I actually think we should set that up as a thing that people could send us letters. We should have a PO box. People should send us letters, and then once a week we go and look in the letters, and then we write out all the tweets.
So I think this is an interesting content moderation thing here as well, where you have 500 letters, you read it, put on our version of Twitter, and then I guess there's just a person being like, too racist, terrible take. This one can make it through. I'll type this one up.
I feel like that wouldn't be like, if you put that barrier of having to wait to put the stuff up, by the time it got up, you'd probably have rethought it, and you'd be phoning us up to be like, please don't fucking post that letter.
Terrible take.
It was bad. I have regrets, because it's that instantaneous nature of social media that allows you that space to just be like, boom, just like take the thing that's in my brain, don't even think about it, just fucking put it out there.
Drop it out right now. This is going to really cut that little feedback loop there. You're going to be committed to this opinion before you send it into us, and then also responses.
Yeah.
I also like that maybe you could retweet things, but then you'd actually just have to be like, can you retweet this tweet for me, please? And you send it in. And
you just write it out.
Yeah, there you go.
I feel like this is amazing, actually. I feel like there's actually a real kernel of a good idea there, because when I get the digests of my old Facebook posts, and every single time I'm like, I can't believe I fucking wrote that. It's awful. And if I had to wait a week between things, I'd be like, oh God, that was horrendous.
Maybe there's a tier that you send your letter in, the guy reads it, and he's like, this is a bit cringy, mate. Are you sure? Are you sure? Are you like, yeah, I'm committed to this? And then she writes it up on the website.
I like this idea of having like this physical aspect of that as well. Like,
Yes.
What if we did it in both directions? So I send my letter in to you, and then you send a copy of my letter to everyone that follows me. And so they get an actual letter for it.
So we are just recreating almost like magazines here.
Yeah.
But you could just get sent a monthly magazine that was like, here's this small, here's this month's opinions.
Yeah.
It's like, it's huge, and then you can write in. It's just letters, like little 140 character letters from people. Oh my God. So I read this book by a guy called John Darnielle, and it's all about this guy who runs like a game of Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah.
But through the post. And I was like, this is amazing. Like he'll send you a letter, and you'll write back with like what happens next, and this just goes on forever. I think you could social media-ify that entire idea.
Oh man, I love that.
This is actually viable businesses.
Again,
It's just the whimsy of it as well. Getting this book back of like strange random messages about what people ate today, or maybe little images.
Andrew, that was the show.
Yeah. Every so often we come across a super viable business. I would love the social media where you write in and receive a magazine back.
I mean, to be honest, I would sign up instantaneously for This Is Exciting to Dogs.
Yeah.
As well.
Oh, I wish I had the time, the ability, and the inclination to actually make these apps.
I know. Thank you so much as well to Dan from Durham for his wonderful ad today. I love that very much, as the owner of some children myself. Having an edible garden, I see absolutely no problems with that whatsoever for them or us in the future.
I think they'd love it.
Yeah.
I know I'd love it.
It'd be so good. That's brilliant. So let's just recap real quick. How can people get in touch with the show, Andrew?
There's 3 options for everybody. There is our email, which is brainsontheoutside@gmail.com. There is our Instagram, which is Brains on the Outside, and there is our Twitter account, which is Brains Outside.
Wonderful. And is there anything else that people could do for us, Andrew?
I think the absolutely best thing you could do for us is if you told your friends to listen to the show.
Do we have a stupid incentive for people?
Oh, we can make lots of stupid incentives. I believe the current running stupid incentives, if you send an email to your friends, tell them to listen to the show, and you CC us in, we will give you a shout out. We'll tell your business ideas. Really, just, anything you want within reason.
Within reason.
Within reason.
Yeah, within reason. Exactly. Yeah, we'll give you airtime within reason. Wonderful. And if people could rate us on Apple Podcasts or Spotify or wherever you listen to podcasts, that would be the best as well. And if you want to leave us a little review, that would be so nice.
That'd be so nice. We'd read them out as well.
Wonderful. If you have any feedback for us, email it in, and we'll see you in a week.
Next Monday.
In the meantime, keep your brain on the outside.
Keep your brain on the outside.